a bounce pass today. So I'm using the same wall, this is the same day, and I'm going to be showing you the bounce pass. Now, much like the chest pass, the bounce pass has a couple different ways that you can do this and do it correctly. So, same thing, Mr. Bowman's over here, I'm going to be passing to him, okay? Now, just like with the chest pass, I am going to be stepping out with my non-dominant leg, my non-dominant foot. So whichever that is, for me it's my left. That's going to guide me into the pass, all right? Now, if you know anything about basketball, you know that guards have to be very, very good at bounce passing, because a lot of times that's how they get their number fives, which are the people that play down low, which is what I did in high school, the ball while they're being guarded. So if I'm posting up down low and somebody's behind me, a lot of times that guard is trying to get around their defender and bounce pass it to me so that I can get it safely. So it's a very important pass. So when I step out, again, my hips, most of the time, unless I'm doing some kind of trick shot or maneuvering around a guard, somebody that's guarding me, I'm going to step with my opposite foot, hips pointed towards Mr. Bowman over here, who is our wall. First thing, the first option, just like with chest pass, is elbows out to the sides, like this. And when I push, I'm going to push down towards the ground, okay? So push, step, all right? Same motion with my upper body, same motion. You know, my arms are going to come through straight, and I'm going to flick my fingers to get it to push forward. So same motion, but I'm pointing it down. Now, something that you have to keep in mind when doing a bounce pass, which a lot of people, it takes them a while to get, you have to base your target in terms of the floor off of angles, right? So if Mr. Bowman is the wall and I want it to bounce directly to him and get into his hands, I can't choose a halfway mark. So let's say I'm passing from there, about halfway is here, and so I'm going to, pass Mr. Bowman the ball, bounce pass at the halfway point. Look how high that ended up. It ended up way up here. It would have been like at his head and probably short. So when you bounce pass, you're going for about 75% of the way to the person that you're passing to. Okay, so you're going to step. That will get you the angle that you need for it to come right up to about their belly button, which is usually where you want to hit them in a bounce pass. Okay, so here, step. I get low. I bring my chest down. I push through. 75% of the way to him is what I'm looking for. So that first option was the same as the first option for chest pass, just like this. Second option is the same as chest pass 2. This is how I bounce pass, just like this. So I've got my hand, again, underneath. I've got the other hand, the non-dominant, supporting it on the side. And I'm going to push forward and flick. And it's going to be more like a one-handed push. Like that. So it comes more from my dominant shoulder than this one. All right? So here, step into it and pass. Here, step into it and pass. Now, you can do either of these. Doesn't matter. Explain one to me, explain both. You can set up something, if you're actually going to do this off the wall, you can set up something to show me how far you need to be pushing the ball for it to get into that person's hands correctly. If you can't bounce off the ground or off the wall, or you don't have something that bounces and you can't go outside, then just explain all of this to me. I need you to explain, okay, and then when I actually push through, the ball needs to hit the floor about 75% of the way between you and the other person, 3/4 of the way. Explain it to me even though you don't have a way to actually demonstrate it. So you can demonstrate and explain without a ball. But again, you could use like a small, I know a lot of you have stuff like this. As long as it bounces, it works. It's fine. As long as you're explaining to me what you're doing a good job at it, then you'll be fine. Okay, so that is our bounce pass exercise.